Welcome, everybody.
Hi.
Hi.
It's Thursday. You must be here. Thank you.
That's right.
Yeah.
Uh,
It's so nice. I was saying to Joan and Thayer that I haven't seen him in a while. Joan, I've seen more, but Thayer's been skiing down the hills
Seeing
and over the
doctor's
days.
appointments,
Uh-huh.
uh,
Yeah.
classes.
Yeah. Busy lady. That's
Busy,
okay.
busy. Yeah.
Yeah. We appreciate it when you can give us your time. We love you so much. Thank you
Very
so much.
happy to be on. Very
Thank
happy.
you.
Yeah. Missed
And
everyone.
Joan, I've missed you. I'm glad you're back here with us this
Yeah,
week.
I love doing this.
I know you do, and I love having you do it. It's great. With and I love working with Jean and Terry Lee as well. Everybody's just such a great group, and they're all. I won't say the word spawn. That sounds terrible. Spawns of Susan Lynn, but kind of.
Yeah.
Not in a bad way. Not in a bad way, right? Yeah.
Well, and I've started doing automatic writing
Have you?
Ooh.
for practice. Because,
Wonderful.
if I can't always set up practice, and it's a good way to keep the connection going. And that's how Susan Lynn started.
Uh-huh. It
the
is.
automatic
Oh,
writing.
really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
There you go. Miriam loves your blue
Thank you,
walls and
Miriam.
white. It does. It looks very eclectic and really pretty. Yeah, it really
Thank you.
does. Yeah. And somebody said that they need to schedule a session with you, Joan. Nancy Smith. So
Do
there
it.
you go. Yeah,
Free
do it.
readings.
Yep, free readings. All right. Ann Simpson, still praying for Auckland, New Zealand. Still getting raining and flooding. She's had to clean up her basement so many times, and
Oh, wow.
she said one day it was like a month's worth of rain in one day, and the next time it was 3 months of rain in one day. So absolutely sending you lots of love. Over 1,000 people have lost their homes. I'm so very sorry to hear that. Oh my goodness. I hope that there's a situation or a place that they'll be able to be relocated to while they're working on repairing that. And we send you lots of love, dear. We do. And everyone in New Zealand.
Hang
absolutely.
in there. Yeah.
Hang in there is right.
No fun.
So, yes. So, ladies, I was telling the ladies I had a lot of fun with Mel last night. And goodness sakes, I couldn't even keep up with the chat, which isn't my normal customary, but it was so much fun. And we got to the end and he said, why don't you come on with me tomorrow with Kevin on his channel and we'll do this again. So I said, okay.
Really?
It's up to him. So I'm going to be on at 5:00 again with Mel and Kevin.
Nice.
But it's just fun. It is fun. They're great guys, So I want to say hi to Nancy Smith and Viviani, and I want to say hi to Miriam and.
Hello, everyone.
Wisdom Seeker Joan is here.
Lisa Young. A little there.
Lisa Young is here. And let's see. Debbie Joyce. Thank you, dear. Nancy Smith. Oh, I already said that, but that's okay. You're twice. And Ann Pierrette. Hi, Pierrette. Hi, Lisa. Ladies, you weren't here, but what we have been calling Lise Niedermeyer is really Lisa.
Oh.
So I'm just letting you know, we have to it's like when I was calling Viviani Vivian. So we just have to change that. But now we know we can do.
Thank you for telling us.
That's right. And Spirit Behind the Stars and global warming is real. Oh, absolutely. Hi, Rose Hogan. Okay, I'll put that in my list. And hi, Wiki. Okay, I got it already, Miriam. I did see it. Thank you, dear. All right, so let me tell you what we do have already. We have Nancy Smith, Miriam Batten, Lisa Young. Lisa, would you just put up your sister's name again for me? First name. Viviani and Rose Hogan right now. If there's anybody else that wants. Okay, Susan. Oh, hi. Hi, Sue Ann Trench. Nice to see you, dear. Lady Silver, how are you? Oh, it's just nice to see everybody. Very nice. Yeah. Anybody I've missed, I'm sorry. I love you. We all love you, and we're glad you're here. So we're going to go ahead and start so we can see what we can find out for you. And remember, the first question that we have sometimes takes a little bit longer because we've got to get in the flow. Okay. So Nancy Smith had to take early retirement. Her Social Security payments were supposed to be here in December. So many delays. Any idea when she might get her back pay? And I'm going to
Oh, I
cover
can
my
relate to
face,
that.
not Thayer's face. There you go.
Let's see.
Okay, Lady Silver, I got it.
This is not channeled, but usually your Social Security payment is delayed a month. It's sort of like
Well, that's true. But she's looking for back pay, and my feeling is that usually takes longer. Yeah. Since she had to take it early. Let's see what I get. So
I got
Nancy. Oh, go ahead,
Go
Joe.
ahead. No,
Yep.
no, that's all right. I didn't see you under there. I got end of March, early April.
I got
Okay.
March. I got March.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay. I know that seems like forever to be waiting for something. My brother did that with disability. That took 2 years. But when he did get his back pay, it was huge. But he had a lawyer that took some money, I remember. But what I get is, I'm just going to stick myself up here for a minute. I get the ripple effect is going on. And we know right now the Treasury Department is because we have to balance the budget. We have to, approve the budget. And if we don't, we got things in limbo, but not until June. So you should get your money eventually, I'm thinking. But it might not hurt to make a phone call, communicate with them, tell them, please give me a little bit of an idea. You can call your local Social Security office. And it says, I got lips, so I'm going to just say you need to talk to them. Yeah. Yep.
Squeaky wheel gets the grease.
Yeah, it does. It does, definitely. And when you're dealing with the government, it's always slow. When my husband deals with Medicare patients, they always, if you forget to cross a T, they send it back to you and you have to fix it. They won't pay you till it's perfect. So I would pick up the phone, Nancy, please, and tell them. But ladies, you're thinking March or April?
I got March.
You said March. I got end of March, early April. Yeah. So
okay.
I can understand.
So, we'll keep our fingers crossed for you, Nancy. I sure hope you get it before that. But maybe that's the latest it might come. But I still would call. I definitely would. You may have to be put on hold for because they don't rush out, and do things. But all right. So Miriam Bratton is wondering if her 2 daughters-in-law will ever get along. It's caused a lot of rift between her 2 sons. Perhaps putting their first names, the 2 daughter-in-law's names, just the first name, up might help these ladies. Okay, thank you. Okay.
I'm getting that maybe you should have the ladies over for tea to do social interaction with them, with you, without the sons, and try to find common ground. And then I'm hearing babies. I don't know if they have any babies yet, but babies will always bring people together. But to set a place of common ground where you're out having fun and there's not room for and sort of build the positive energy that way.
Yeah. She's been dealing with this a while, if I remember correctly. Yeah.
When I tuned in, I saw 2 goats, like male goats going like this. They were 2 different color goats. And I got the impression that when a goat or a ram is doing that, all of their attention it takes all of their attention. They were so focused on each other. So I think you had a good idea of inviting them over, get their attention on something else, whether it's getting together for coffee with Miriam, or when their attention is distracted more by the kids and they have something in common, if that's a doable thing. So something, and then I asked the pendulum, and it was going
Oh.
around in a circle for a long time. And then it became more of an oval toward yes. So they're never going to be best friends, but eventually they'll be civil at least.
It is awfully hard. I've been in a situation where this has actually not happened necessarily to me, but to a friend, and it divides the family because the wives are like you are indebted to me, not your brother, that kind of thing, and they really hurt everything because they divide the family that way. I've seen it in my own family, and anyway, I get here that they both are very free spirited women with very determined ideas, and they don't like to be told what to do. But it looks like you could seal a deal. So at the very least, I think invite the boys over without the women. Maybe try that, and see what happens. I don't know if that's even possible, but it looks like the scales are trying to be designed to balance. Obviously, that's what you want, but that's what needs to be done. There's no balance right now. They're just really dedicated to. They may not even like what their wife says or feels or whatever, but they're being challenged to be true to their wife and not their brother. They're both alpha females. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm hearing
I've seen it.
common
Yeah.
purpose, common goal.
Yeah.
To get them focused on a goal that's outside of themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if that can be done or not, but it sometimes can unlock those horns.
Yep.
Especially if you're in your 30s, that's a good time where people get into like identity issues.
Yeah. It's all ego is what it is. It's just all ego.
Or insecurity.
Yeah. It's very possible, but it's really hard to be a spiritual person in an egotistical world. But that's also their age.
Yeah.
Their age. They haven't reached that maturity level yet. So
yeah.
Hi, Jill, and hello, the Oracle TEA. It's nice to see you. Thanks for coming by. I think I got everybody. All right. Hi, Anita. Did Lisa Smith? Did you put up your sister? I'm sorry, Lisa Young. Did you put up your sister's name or your mother's first name so that we can contact them for you? You wanted your sister, and then later you said or your mother. So, but we need first names, please. Anybody else that wants to have us read for them, please put their first name only. It helps us connect with them. Okay. Yes, happy Groundhog Day. And we got 6 more weeks of winter, and Thayer was all jumping up and down because she could ski for 6 more weeks.
We have good snow in Santa Fe this year.
Okay.
So,
yeah. Hi, Lottie. Nice to see you. All right. I'm still waiting for you, Lisa. I'm gonna let you go ahead and post it. We'll go to the next one. We'll come back to you, okay? Viviani, what do I need to know now from my guides about my steps towards change and the questions I've been asking them, please?
Okay. Okay, what does that mean? Do you mind if I jump in?
Go ahead.
No.
Okay. I saw you, and you looked kind of like it was a cartoon image, and you looked sort of like Jane Jetson, just in those little nice flats with a hairdo, and going up a ladder into a window. There was a long ladder, so yes, you've been making progress, and then you went right into this window, and it was almost like a ballroom, but there were many rooms, and you were walking around the room, and then out on the other side there, so you were exploring where you are now, and then out on the other side you kind of went, there was like a fire escape, so you go out onto the fire escape thing and then started up some stairs. So I kind of feel like like you might feel like you're at a plateau because they want you to kind of explore where you are now and recognize that you're a long way from where you started. So don't feel like this is the end of your progress toward change. It's just part of the whole process. And pretty soon, once you kind of have whatever you are or wherever you are now kind of down, then there'll be another, another ramp up, sort of, or stairs up. I hope that helps.
Cool.
I'm hearing, listen to yourself, keep the flow going. The change comes in increments and steps. Like one part will change and then another will come in and you'll change. Find the change that you want within yourself. Like really ground it physically to yourself of if you want to, I mean, I'm just using this, like I say, if you want to quit smoking or you want to change your location or you want to change your relationship with yourself, sort of do some meditation on that and ask your guides directly about that energy. Like if you imagine that you have an energy ball and that energy ball keeps repeating itself. So you want to focus in on what the ball is and then ask your guides how you can change and pull apart that energy so it can relax and new energy can come in. Um, so and also focus in on the new idea, the new step, the new place that we want to go. And I'm hearing listen. Your guides are talking. It's not going to be a big, you know, a big announcement. It will be little things. So inch by inch, I think the ladder of step by step that Joan was saying was absolutely correct. And we all kind of want change to be immediate because we're used to that in our lives. But if it's too much, too strong, the new energy structure you want to move into might not be ready, and then it might not work. Does that make sense?
Good. I like that, ladies. You did a good job.
Co-creation.
Yep.
Co-creation. Yep. Yeah.
So what I got, interesting. I pulled the deck of character. I was called to that one today. It's a fun deck, but it's kind of cryptic in some ways. But I like this. It says right now you're sort of being a poet, or you're doing some study, you're doing some work on what it is you want, and some days you feel like an angsty teen. It's like, oh, well, this hurry up. I'm working I'm working hard. The angsty teen would be in a hurry. Oh my God, when's it ever going to get different? But just keep working at it at home and whenever you get the chance, because, your guides are seeing you. And eventually you're going to lasso a gold mine. Look at that.
Yeah.
So it's the timing. I agree with the ladies that it is all the timing. And there you go.
And great in increments, like the steps on the ladder.
Absolutely. So good luck, dear. We send you lots of love. And thank you, Amy. Catherine Johnson, I need your brother's first name, please. Or your mother's first name, if you want a message from your mother. I'm sorry. Okay. Amy, I got yours. All right. I think I'm pretty much no more questions after this. We don't have, we have like 14 questions right now. Hi, Youth Angel. That's a lot of questions.
We'll try and pick up the pace here.
Okay. So I've got Rose Hogan. Are you here, Rose? Can you give us Mom or Dad's first name, please? And I'm going to come back to you, and I'm going to go on to Sue Ann, and she wants a message from Mom June, who passed away a year ago today.
Oh,
honey. I had one yesterday that I read on Mel's show with him, and she had lost her husband a year ago that day. So we send you lots of love. Yeah.
I'm seeing a woman with this my colored hair, sort of in her 30s and 40s. I don't think she died in her 30s and 40s. I'm seeing that she wasn't very loud, but was a very calm, soothing type of energy to be around. That she enjoyed people and enjoyed being with people, but she was a calming energy. Like I would say that she was a good, calming cup of tea type of person. And she is has a is extending her heart to you. Um, and I think she's saying she's with a man. I don't know if it's her husband or not, but she's very happily beside a man. It could be her husband or her father, who is, and she seems very calm and very happy and sort of happy to be out of the fray and the bother of being alive. But she's extending, I'm seeing roses and teacups and, that kind of motherly comfort and advice, saying all is well with me and all will be well with you. I don't know if that's the right energy or not, but
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
I saw her kind of coming in with angel wings, and she had a bouquet of yellow roses for you. And then the wings changed, and they were like monarch wings. And so I don't know if either of those are a sign for you, if she kind of sends butterflies or roses to you. Um, what I felt was that she was sorry that it's been, this year has not been easy. And I know that when your mother passes, it's that's a rough one. But and so she said she's been there every step of the way, and she's feeling bad that it's been hard on you, because she's just fine, but she's sending love. And then I drew a card from my archangel deck, and it said, "Leap and spread your wings." So and it's like, okay, that's why I saw her as an angel, that was a message for you to spread your wings. It's not that after a year that it all goes away, but it's, it is a big landmark sort of, and to kind of take a breath and say, yeah, I made it. Good for you.
Yep.
I'm hearing something about a cat. When the cat is around, to take good care of the cat, and that she will come in the cat or in the animals to bring love to you.
Wow.
I don't know if you have a cat, but when I asked her for a message, that's the message I got.
Okay. So I see your mother. This is the James Van Prow from the other side, messages from the other side. And she has so much pride in what she sees down here. She says, "Oh my God, I'm watching all of you, and you are mine, and you will always be mine. And I'm so proud of all of you, especially to get through this year." That's what I got on that card. And then she said, "I'm sorry I had to go, but my time was up. The clock, was ticking down, and it was my time to go. But don't worry, this separation, it's mere minutes in the whole, line of time. And we'll be together again. But we are still together. Don't forget that as well." Yep. Wow.
Beautiful, Allie.
Yeah, thank you. It says here, she enjoyed people, fun, and childlike. My father has transitioned. Thank you. The cat has been very affectionate lately.
And I'm saying she shows her love to you through the cat.
Yeah.
So come in.
That's awesome.
Cat. Yeah.
Oh my God. That's wonderful. I love it. Yeah.
It's kind of hard. You get images and you think, oh,
yeah. Yeah. That's really cool. That's
cool.
Really cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So Rose was here, and the names are Ellen or Jack. Thank you, Sue Ann. It's great to see everybody. If I haven't called out your name, please know we still love you lots and lots. Glad you're here. Thank you so much.
So automatically I'm getting a father, Jack. I feel like he was a big man, not big as in fat, that he was like a man, and he had, I see him having like sort of gray hair, that nice soft salt and pepper gray hair, and a big chest. Um, and he's really, he goes, "You're my girl, and I'm here always to protect you. So don't feel scared about life, because I'm there over your shoulder to protect you, and you can ask me questions if something is safe or not, because I am your loving father." I'm seeing like a pink, sort of a red, sort of like how a father would give a rose to a daughter on her birthday, or on a very special day, as a token of his love for you and the way he will protect you. I think you're going through some sort of transition with um, uh, men or a job or something like that. And he's, be true to yourself, believe in who you are. I always believed in who you were. So don't give up on yourself. Your mother and I watch over you, but like, again, you can always ask advice from me and I will answer you.
That's nice. Wow.
Beautiful. I saw them. If this is time period, probably isn't right, but they were together. They were holding hands. They were kind of dressed in what looked like clothing from the 40s, and they had an old-fashioned suitcase, and they were hand in hand, kind of walking around with the suitcase, and it made me think of remember like, was it Bob Hope and the On the Road movies, because they were together and they were traveling and seeing all these new things. And so that was the message they wanted to give to you, is that let's see, that they go on adventures, because they were doing that now. They felt so free and having fun, and they were having picnics outside, and they're encouraging you, as much as you can work that into your life, do it, because I don't know if they were very I don't know if they were that carefree in life, but they're encouraging you to do that now. They said life, when you're incarnated in the body, can seem so heavy, and there's so many, like, all the rules to follow, and you have to do this. There's so many responsibilities, and they're saying, but it's also such an opportunity to be in the body, and to be able to go and see and experience, and in whatever way you can, they're just encouraging you to do that. It may be because they didn't do enough of that in their lives, but they're encouraging you to do it as much as possible.
Wow. Yeah, I got the acceptance card. It says here, I am learning to accept the things I cannot change. And of course, they're over there, and they had to accept the fact that, you can't always see or hear them. And yet at the same time, they're always right there with you, and they've accepted the fact that they're on that side. I got the shaman card, which I thought was really interesting. It's sort of looking more at the spiritual side of things. And shamans, of course, are medicine people, and medicine in the sense of spiritual people as well. And I get here that if you go into the silence, you might be able to access that spiritual connection with your parents. It might come through dreams, it might come through a meditation, but it's worth a try. So Rose, I hope that helps you, dear. I hope you hear from them. Remember, it can come in a song, it can come in a feather, right, Joan? It can come in. It can come in finding some handwriting. Whenever I see my mother's handwriting now, she's been gone for like 37 years, but when I see it, I feel like she just wrote it. So it's really kind of fun.
So Rose goes, "Thank you. I'm Daddy's girl. I have their passports I bring with me when I travel, and
That's
I have
cool.
to move house by May."
Okay.
So
Yeah.
they're
Good for
coming.
you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're all
Daddy's,
about the adventure.
Daddy's watching over you.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Yes. That's really something else. Okay. Thank you so much, Rose. Have good travels with
Yeah.
Mom and Dad.
Yeah.
It will go well.
So I'm going to let everybody know where you are in the queue so that you're not wondering if we're ever going to call on you. So Lady Silver, you're next. Lisa Young, Pierrette, and Westy Mama. I think Oracle TEA, you want to be talk to people from the other side, I'm guessing. Karen and Amy Sika and Catherine Johnson. That's it. That's who I have. Okay. And because we've already halfway done here today. So thank you so much. So Lady Silver would like a message from her mother, whose name is Frances.
Lady Silver, yes.
Lisa Young, I still need your sister or your grandmother's name, first name. If I don't get it, we can't do it. Oh, wow, that's wonderful, Rose. Thank you for sharing that. Okay. You are a shaman then, in your own way. Okay.
Okay, so I'm seeing a woman. She had kind of curly hair, was sort of wavy, curly hair down to her shoulders. She wore glasses later on in life, and she was quite. I see her. She always wore a dress, and was paid attention, not overly to her appearance, but she did honor her appearance and how she looked. And I'm seeing something about glass, whether it's in a mirror or whether it's crystal or glass. I'm hearing to either take care of the glass or look into the glass. And that is where she resides. So, and I'm seeing a circular pattern. So to me, that tells her that she does move around you. And I don't know if you have crystal or glasses or a certain mirror or something reflective of her that reflects the light. But that is the image I'm getting from her. And that's what I'm getting right now. Let's see if I get anything else.
Should I step in while you're?
Go ahead. Okay,
yeah. Great. It's interesting. Oh, that's very curly hair. I've seen her in my bathroom. Oh, okay. That's why I was getting the third eye.
It. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. All right. Oh, good.
I
was like, yeah. Okay.
I had just written down that my third eye was lighting up, and she was telling you that you've got clairvoyance and can both see and kind of know when she's around. I saw her kind of like Queen Elizabeth II, someone with that kind of shorter curly hair or wavy hair at least. And I saw the Queen kind of out on the balcony waving, and I got the feeling that while she how the world so significantly changed under her feet, that for Queen Elizabeth. And your mother was saying, you don't have to be up on all the latest pop songs, but get used to change because it only accelerates as you go along. And if you stay stuck in the way things always used to be, you're just going to be lost. She was emphasizing that as you get older, the pace of change and the amount of change it accumulates and it speeds up. So I don't know if she's saying this to you to get used to change and how it accelerates and learn to be easy with it. I don't know if she had a hard time with it, but that was her recommendation. And then she felt like the change was moving beneath her feet. She used to, and then the third eye thing, and that she will be. You'll either be able to see her or have the knowing that she's around. So I hope that helps.
I just love that.
Getting
She
the
got
number,
Mickey Mouse. Sorry, I'm sorry.
Yeah. That's all right. I'm just getting the number 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I just love the Mickey Mouse sitting backwards. That's adorable. I have here that you are being held by her many times. She holds you. You're being held. You're being held in her light, but you're also probably she's around you more than you think she might be. She wants you to be careful of your health. Always, self-care. Honor your physical vessel that enshrines your soul. That's always a good message from anybody. But that's a mother. A mother would be saying something like that. And she says, anytime you get, I send you thought vibrations. And those thought vibrations are resonant choices and signature signals. And you do respond to these, she says. And so she's going to keep sending them to you. There you go. Wow. I love it. I love it. Love it. Thanks, Lady Silver. And ladies, thank you for your readings for Lady Silver.
That's great that you see her.
Yeah. Pierrette, I have yours, dear. What's hubby's mom's first name, please? All right. And let's see if there's anybody else that needs to have. Okay. You got that? I got Mark. Okay. Okay. The others, I all have that information. Okay. Yes, she does, Lady Silver. Eileen is her name.
Eileen.
Yeah. Thank you, Pierrette.
I'm picking up that the movement in the hallway is from a man. He comes in and he sort of checks up on you, sort of like a father coming in and peeking in on his daughter while she's sleeping or something. But it's a man that's sort of there. He hangs out in the house or the apartment or where you live, and he'll sort of maybe move away if you see or sense him. I don't know if your husband is passed, whether it's a father or, but I'm definitely getting male, darkish, short hair, maybe 6 foot, and wears khaki pants with, I'm seeing those boat shoes that all the WASP men used to wear back in the day. So I don't know if this is true or not. But he's sort of just there, hanging out, seeing what's going on. You guys go ahead. I'll see if I can get a name.
Okay.
The first thing I saw was a little white dog, and it looked a little bit like a Scotty dog. And I don't know if it's a living dog but that is one of the reasons the energy that's coming in, it's associated with the dog. If it's a living dog, he likes the dog, and if it's not, maybe the dog is with him. And who I saw the khaki pants and but sort of like a denim jacket, not like the short denim jacket, a longer sort of almost barn coat like jacket, and glasses and salt and pepper gray hair. And I'm not quite sure what the relationship is. He might just be with the house, or he might be something about this white dog. It doesn't mean any harm. If you don't like him around, you can just bring in your angels and ask them to take him to the light, or tell him whatever. But it doesn't seem to be a negative it's not a real low vibe entity. I hope that helps.
Mm.
What did you get?
Anything more, Thayer, before I?
Go ahead. No, I
Okay.
sucked into Joan's reading, was going, yep.
Okay, made sense. All right. It's funny because I can see the uncertainty. This person, I'm also getting a man because I get the king. So and that was the last card, but it's like he comes with the house, like you say, or this dot, one or the other. But I don't know that it's anybody you really know. But there's a lot of uncertainty. He's like, I'm here and you're here and that kind of thing. But he says, I've developed a friendship with you anyway, because I like you. I like you people. You're okay. Is that what you're getting there? That he likes her, likes them? Yeah.
Like dad peeking in on the kid,
Yeah.
He says your company. Yeah.
He says it's not the work card comes up, but he says, I'm just doing my spiritual work. And I come in and kind of hang around. But the king does come up. So I also got a man. So, yeah. Yep.
So
anyway, thanks, Pierrette. Thank you, my dear.
And your first card had the jeans jacket that I saw.
Yeah.
Ah, yes.
He's sort of like a casual guy, drinks at the yacht club kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
He seemed like mild-mannered, though.
Mild-mannered person, huh?
No foul. Yeah.
So I just want to say hi to Kristen Louise. She's teaching a tarot workshop in less than an hour, and she wants some positive vibes. So you got them, girl. You're gonna do fine. Yeah, you're gonna have fun.
Once you get into the energy, all your nervousness will go away.
It will. You're gonna do great. You know what you're doing.
Talking about.
That's right. That's right. We send you lots of love. And just enjoy it. Oh my God, it's so much fun actually to be part of a thing like that. So there you go. All right, so I got to take this one off. Lisa Young, are you still around? I don't know. I need the names, please. Oracle TEA. I'm guessing that she wants to see if we can reach Eddie Mae, her mother, or her cousin Dolores.
Okay.
Oops. I forgot you, Westy Mama, but you're next. Sorry.
I'm hearing a woman talking a lot. That she's likes to talk and sort of sit down and have a chat, tell stories. Very funny, sort of very aware. I don't think she was a drinker, but that kind of social type of interaction, she really enjoyed that. She really enjoyed people. I'm just getting the feeling like she's relaxed. She's having a good time. There's people that she's been talking to that she hasn't seen in a long time. That everything, don't really worry about anything because it will always work out. Like whatever happens, you can just move through it and learn from it. And there's always, something fun to look forward to. So, be well, and Mom, don't sweat the small stuff, I'm hearing. Well, I don't know if this is your mom, Eddie Mae, but this is the energy I'm picking up on. I would love to sit down, have a glass of wine with her. She would be so much fun, and she's a listener. She listens and laughs and engages in you. She has a lot of she likes tapping in and exchanging energy with people. So
she's a listener, but she's a talker too, because in my feathers deck I got the parrot.
Yeah.
So engages with you, just like what you said.
Yeah.
And when I first tuned in, I saw her kind of floating down, and she had a bouquet of daisies. So I don't know if that means anything to you, but they were very fresh. And she gave the impression of being like having perfect posture. She had sort of short, a little bit strawberry blondish, a little bit reddish, curlyish hair, not like full afro curly, but a little curly. And got the idea that she was both sort of proper but also fun and engaging in everything. But she knew the right way to do things. And maybe she was, oops, maybe she was like a teacher. Sorry, I'm losing my, there we go. And let's see, what else? Also, she had some insight and intuition. So this is not, she's really happy that you're engaged in this kind of stuff. And it's like she's proud of you for that. She didn't, I don't know if she really realized it at the time, but at that time they might have just called it women's intuition or whatever, but she had a bit of insight and foresight too, and she's glad that you're developing it.
That's kind of the same thing I've got here. I got here that she says service is the word that comes to mind. I feel good when I help others. She said, and you help others as well. So that's the teacher that Joan was thinking of. Or, she may not have been a school teacher, but she was a person that could teach other people how to do something. That's what I'm getting. And then I get crystal vision. Woo! Third eye. She was very intuitive. And she says, you are too. And she said, look at that. She said, you have visions, intuition, and receptivity. And look, it's the third eye, the crystal vision. So she's saying, I pass that on to you, Thelma.
So she was a social worker.
Ah, no wonder. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, good listener and a good talker. So
absolutely. Oh, yeah.
But I still bet she was a lot of fun.
Oh, it sounds like she was. Yeah. But I think she's looking down on you going, all right, you go, girl. You've got, my mother was very intuitive. My mother had, and I think my mother goes, okay, yep, I see it. My mother was Ruth Montgomery, remember that when Ruth Montgomery was out there? Yeah. Yep. All right. So we got Westy Mom would like to connect with her friend Veronica that she lost last June. And I'm sorry to hear that happened to you, Westy Mama.
That little Westy, that's like what I saw at the previous person's.
Oh, it was? Yeah? The little white dog. Yeah. Okay.
Well, we won't get them confused here. Westy Mama. And Veronica.
I've got my cards if it's okay.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. She seems to be wanting to accept the blame for how she passed. I don't know if she didn't take care of herself well enough or she just kind of gave up. I'm not sure if that's true, but there's some blame that she's taking on for herself. She's not blaming anybody else. She says, I accept responsibility for my own well-being. And then I got that she was kind of emotionally drained. And so that kind of made sense to me. If that makes sense to you, I'm not sure, and sometimes we don't really know if we don't know somebody, in every situation. But I do see her handing this acorn to you. And she says, I wish you prosperity and abundance, good luck. She said, you've got great things to come. So persevere.
So I got purple and pink, a very multi-layered, multifaceted person, sort of like those purple and pink that you would see, I don't know, in like a kid's cosmetic or, that kind of multi-layered, very feminine type of person. She's happy to be in heaven. Earth was very painful for her. I keep seeing this big arch that she's showing me this big arch that she sort of encompassed a lot, or that there was a lot going on for her and she was exhausted. She goes, everything was exhausting. And I don't know what this arch is that I'm seeing, maybe that she was involved in so much um, uh, of stuff that was going on in her mind or whatever. But she says she's very happy to be in heaven. It's easy here. It's nice and easy and calm. Um, that I don't know if she had a lot of fun. I mean, I think as a kid she was fun, but the multifaceting means I think she took in a lot of different perspectives and energies and was maybe very overly sensitive. I'm guessing here, uh, but she felt like her life was exhausted.
That's really what I got.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if mine matches up. I saw her with dark hair and someone would like to dance, but it was weird because I was seeing her as kind of like a cartoon character as a drawing, and then it would change from one style of drawing to another. So I'm not sure if she was an artist, if she lived in her imagination, if she saw herself, like maybe her life was uh, not perfect, and she kind of lived in these ideas. Maybe she read a lot and or imagined what it was like to be the people in the movies or in the books or whatever. Um, so just kind of seeing things in different ways. And then I got the idea that maybe she was very creative, either with as an artist or as a musician, but she really liked music and dancing and everything. And so I drew a card and I got the Archangel of Harmony that says, bring in the music. And but first I got the Kingfisher. And that one didn't resonate with me. I mentioned it because I thought it might resonate with you if that has something. It said, prosperity is flowing, have faith that you will receive it in perfect form. But maybe there's something about the Kingfisher, who is this wonderful fast bird who kind of dips down fast and grabs something from the river or the lake. She was from Mexico and worked so hard. She was afraid to get medical care and waited too long. Oh,
And
poor
she was
darling.
exhausted by the end.
Yeah, yeah.
She was very creative and loving too. So
Okay.
yeah. But I think that the Kingfisher is like the card I got where she was showing that she wants Westy Mama to have abundance.
Yeah.
She wants that for her, and she's sending her that. Yeah.
Good. Thank you for helping make that connection.
Sure, absolutely. Thank you, Westy Mama. All right, we got Karen here. She wants to hear from her mom, Rossi, or is it Rosie? I don't know. Maybe you have.
It's all right.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm feeling a very kind woman who observed a lot and understood a lot what was going on around her, and was very good at sort of observational advice if somebody came to her. That she loved family. She loved her house, and she very earthy type of woman. She I just seeing a very calm, loving presence, and that she says, my calm love has not left you. My body is not there, but I'm still your mom. Like I see a chicken, a mama chicken with all the, that she's always there. And the hearth in the home might be a symbol instead of a reality, but she held a lot in her heart, and she enjoy your life. I enjoyed my life. Yeah, some things weren't so great, but enjoy the parts of life that are physical, that you can eat or hug or go out in the rain, because those joys are just so worth it. So you could touch and smell. And she says, I'm always there for you. So you can talk to me when you're cooking. or talk to me when you're driving. We talk a lot when we're driving. So, and I love you, and I'm always loving you. So that hasn't changed.
Mhm. Great.
I got I kind of I got the impression, or I heard her say, she speaks to you in your dreams, whether you remember it or not. She speaks to you in your dreams when you're sleeping. She said, I loved being a mom. I tried to be someone you could look up to. And that one of her, her favorite times was when you were little and I was the apple of your eye. Like, and I saw a picture of you, like, I don't know, 3, 4 years old, and your mom, and you were both looking at each other, and the love in both sets of eyes was just tremendous. And let's see, seeing you into the, let's see, what does this say? Oh yeah, just that. And then I drew some cards and got the Archangel Jeremiah, and it says signs, symbols, and synchronicities. So if she's sending you signs, and you can ask her for signs and symbols. And then I also got the magpie, and I'm not sure if this says reevaluate your priorities. It's time to let go of what you no longer need. So if there is any if you feel anything, oh, I should have done this, I should have done that for my mom, or I wish it had been different, just let go of that, because that doesn't matter to her anymore. It was all part of your lesson of this life together, and there's nothing left but love now.
She was her only fan. That's sweet. So I got some really cool information for you. She says, I'm over here and I have a definite purpose and I know what I am there to do. So, and wait till you hear what it is, Karen. She said, when I first got here, it was a relaxation after a long life, and I had some peaceful pursuits and some happy times and relaxed. But now I'm working with the Ascended Masters, learning all about devoted spirits with specific intentions. And she says, I'm learning all about all the different masters that there are, and I'm just loving it. So I think she's with you all the time, and she wants you to know she's A-okay and she's on purpose. So there you go. All right. Thank you very much, dear. All right. So we've got 2 more ladies. All right. We've got Amy Sika. And her husband's name is Mark. Okay. So she wants to know about her husband's estate process.
I asked Mark about it. He goes, you just have to let it all fall into place on its own. It's just one of those things that, you kind of have to sort of show up and maybe tip a domino, but everything will fall into place and be worked out for you. And to open up your heart, embrace the mystery, and move into the faith that it will all work out for you. And I'm not getting a time. I asked Mark what he thought, and that's what I got. Yeah.
So I got the watched pot never boils, and that's kind of what you're saying there.
Yeah.
In other words, you've got to let that go, because if you're holding on to it, it's not going to not going to change anything. So you've got to sort of let it go. Yeah, that's what I got.
Well, I saw Mark right away, and he was going, "Oh, sheesh." He was frustrated that it's been such a problem, and he was sort of like, I don't know if it's going to be done by summer. So I went to the pendulum and I asked, will it be cleared by summer? And it went round in a circle, like, maybe yes, maybe no. So I asked September, and it was more positive for September, maybe September, October. Then I went to the cards, and the first card I drew was one that I'd drawn already before. So I shuffled and drew another one and got another one I've drawn before. The signs, symbols, and synchronicities. So try to let it go and ask for signs that all is as it should be in divine timing.
Absolutely. I did pull this too, Amy. Right now, a broken heart, and it's probably his and yours, two sides, and it takes time to mend. I'm sorry we can't give you a better timing for this. We send you lots of love, and I hope it happens sooner than later.
I hear that it has a life of its own.
That makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah. And that there's going to be something will happen, and then maybe a problem will come in,
and then it will be solved.
Yeah. But it will resolve.
Okay, good. That's good news.
And they told me to say it because when you were talking, I saw a fish. I said, "What's the fish about?" And they just said, "Just say it." So if there's something about a fish.
Fish.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we have a little bit of sad news here about Catherine's brother tried to commit suicide this morning, and his name is Tommy. And she wonders if her mother, Kathleen, has a message for Tommy. Apparently, it did not happen. He did not pass. So.
Well, I'm getting right away that it definitely wasn't his exit time,
right?
And that he, whatever he's trying to avoid, will follow him wherever he goes, whether he's in spirit or on earth.
Mm-hmm.
And she's sending him love and courage to move forward. This is an issue he has to solve himself with the love and support, a lot of love and support from friends and families. But this is something, this is a knot he's got to untie. And I'm just hearing somebody who's very alone and who doesn't know how to solve or undo what is in front of him. And tools, love, support, prayer, and that she's, of course, right with him. But it's sort of like, watching an accident, watching something and you can't
do anything about it.
Can't do anything about it. Because it has to come from the inside. And of course, she's heartbroken. But I'm just hearing Catherine breathe and send your brother love and support, no judgment, and just breathe. Keep breathing and bring in the air, bring in the earthly air for your brother. If he can't do it himself, breathe in for your brother.
So I get that she felt guilty. She's feeling guilty. That it says here, I release any belief that no longer assist in my soul's growth. It could be that she knows he feels guilty, or it could be that she feels. I don't know. I'm not quite sure, but it's probably one and the same. But I do get that he needs to have more self-reliance. He's not grounded. He needs to ground himself, obviously. If he's living in his head, he's telling himself stories, and those stories are not serving him very well. I get a neighbor, and I don't know why. Did a neighbor find him? Was there something to do with the neighbor? I will tell you that she has soulful appreciation that it did not happen. She says it wasn't time. And she says heartfelt gratitude. She says it will all balance out eventually, but right now, no, too soon.
Yeah. The main or the first and strongest message I got was no judgment. There's no judgment on her behalf, and she encourages others not to put the judgment on him of how could you do this to us, blah blah blah. Me would be so bad. It's like his head is so full of stuff that he just can't take that and just say, he needs help, he needs support. I pulled a card and got the Fool. Like, this would be a journey that he didn't quite realize the implications of it. A lot
Right.
of times, I know one of my early teachers, Echo Bodine, who's a marvelous psychic medium, said so many of the souls, especially of younger people who take their own life, get on the other side. And it was like, they say, oh, it's just so too much. I just needed a break. But now I want to go back. And they don't realize that how permanent that is. And in the moment,
Yep.
it's anything you can do or the family can do to give him some help to work things out would be great. And then I got the nuthatch, which said, stay grounded and welcome the new knowledge and perspective that's coming to you. And I think that's to your brother too, just as you were saying, Alec, being grounded and not quite understanding what that where that journey was taking him.
Willow's right. Some souls cannot cope with the pain of being in the world. And, it must have been him that had the guilt. I don't think mom does. I think he does. And he's just got to learn how to be more self-reliant and not to see, not to be henny penny, the sky is falling, And I think a lot, like you said, those souls, they get on the other side and then they realize, oh, there's no going back. And I should have just taken a break myself. But Catherine, we send you love. Try not to make him feel badly about it, because that's really important. And yes, Thayer.
He needs tools. He doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know how to solve what's going on inside of him. It's sort of like I keep seeing a toolbox or somebody helping pull open a knot. He's all sort of wound up inside and he doesn't know how to get out. So that's why I'm saying breathe for him. If he can't breathe for himself, somebody's got to come in and breathe for him, and a cry for help or a cry for I don't know what to do anymore. That kind of thing. I think it's a pivot point, sort of like a wake up call, and it's not easy. Everybody get help. Nothing's easy about life.
That's right.
My sister took her own life, and I was the last one to talk to her beforehand. And when after talking to psychics after she'd passed, they said she had no idea how this would affect other people, and was
they're not thinking of anything but their own pain.
Because they're and I'll remind I think it's Esther Hicks of Abraham Hicks has said, when you think about it, all transitions are suicides. They're at a soul
moving
level. We
from
all
one
decide.
thing to another. Correct.
So not to judge too harshly.
Not to judge.
And I've had a musician friend of mine committed suicide, and I know the minute he did it, he regretted it. He just didn't. He was a very accomplished musician, and I could see that he was depressed. But a lot of times, like some men don't know how to ask for help. They don't know what it is. They
may not even be aware until that very moment.
Yeah, honestly. And this guy was like, he played Jerry Garcia's Wolf. I mean, he played with Bob Weir. He just didn't know how to solve the problem. He didn't know that there were other ways to solve the problem.
I understand.
So it's a crapshoot, really.
Sure.
I've been, we all have.
Thank you, everybody. Laura Romaine, I'm sorry. We start this at 2:30 Pacific time, 5:30 Eastern time on Thursdays. We're here every Thursday. There's usually 3 of us here. And you can always come back. But if you come earlier, you can be sure to be read. But we are done after an hour, and we've actually gone over about 10 minutes. But we appreciate the fact that you'd like to get in touch with the other side. We are here to facilitate that as much as we can. We just can't always do everybody if they come in at the end. And Loretta, I'm sorry. Loretta, I bet if you emailed to either Joan or Thayer, Loretta, I just interviewed her the other day. She's a wonderful lady, and she has her own channel here, Mother's Tarot. And I bet if you did that, they would give you a little tip as to how your friend is doing. So anyway, thank you so much. I appreciate all of you. Thank you to the moderators we will be back and see you next week. And I'll be here on Sunday with Terry Suzuki doing the same thing. So,
And I'm also going to, I'm on Purple Elephant's channel.
oh, good. Okay.
Every other week we're practicing our mediumship.
Okay.
So stay
Excellent.
tuned to her.
Yeah.
We'd love your questions. We're both sort of practicing out loud. So
Okay. Very good. That's how it's done.
Yeah.
Yep. And Joan comes on a lot with Terry
Jean and Terry. I think it's going to be on Jean's channel on this coming Monday. And also, I've opened up my booking page. I'm going back to doing free readings for a while, or readings by donation. So if you go to my site, or it just goes to the book a reading thing, and you can get there.
Fabulous reader.
She is a fabulous reader. She absolutely is. And her channel information is in the information below, as is Thayer's email if you'd like to talk to Thayer.
Yep.
But in there will be, you can go into the personal information and get her email. Okay.
And I do psychic paintings, as you can see behind me. So email me. We can talk about it. Okay.
Excellent.
All right.
Thank you.
Fun,
Thank
everyone.
you, everybody.
Mwah.
Take care. Bye-bye.